We're going to talk about how you can sharpen your product ideas using Gemini. So Gemini is Google's AI, and I've used Gemini to help do so many things, to be able to vibe code things, to create graphics, to create social media, to put plans together, to take a deep dive into what companies are doing and actually thinking, all right, and what my potential client could be looking for by having it ask me a lot of questions to do that. So in this interactive model, I've used Gemini for all of those things, from vetting an idea to validating and to also sharpening an idea. So I want you to think of Gemini as your dissenting partner, all right? And what does that mean? It means it's going to give us objective intelligence. So unlike a co-founder or a friend, Gemini doesn't care about our feelings. It analyzes data patterns without ego, which makes it the perfect tool to poke holes in our logic. So we're going to role play this. We will prompt Gemini to act as a skeptical investor to find the cracks in our logic, from I think I know to I really do know, right? So it's going to start really asking us some questions and looking at where we have issues. It can find if there's existing apps and reviews specifically complaining about these gaps, so it can actually surface real opportunity. All right, so let's go into the demo first. I'm going to play the role of a founder of Eco Clean Office, a plastic-free cleaning kits for workplaces company. So step one is I'm going to pierce the approval loop with this prompt. So here I go. And again, I'm in fast mode. I always do the minimum amount in thinking mode, but we're in demo. And I speak to my AI all the time. So I'm going to speak it here, but then I'll drop in the chat exactly the prompt that I'm using so you can add it to your prompt library, everybody. Okay? So here we go. I probably have to turn on the mic. There we go. Make sure I'm the right mic. All right. Do not be encouraging. Act as a skeptical investor and list 5 reasons why a professional office manager would stick with their current cleaning product instead of switching to mine, which is, again, Econo Office here. So we're Econo Office, and I focus on really plastic or disposable cleaning kits. So Econo Clean Office, plastic-free cleaning kits for workplaces. So let me know exactly why a professional office manager would stick with their current cleaning product instead of switching to mine. Okay, I repeated that a couple of times just to make sure that it got it, because I started the microphone a little bit late, but I will copy that into the chat so you'll have that. Except with my text is all right, okay? Blame that on Matthew. You were all right, all right, all right. All right, so let's see what it brings us. Here, so it's saying from a strategic investment perspective, and remember, this is a fast demo mode. Sentimentality has no place in procurement. If Econo Clean Office wants to displace incumbent chemical giants, it must overcome significant institutional friction. Here are 5 cold hard reasons an office manager will likely reject your plastic-free kits in favor of their current status quo. So the verified efficacy risk. So office managers are risk averse. Their primary KPI, so that's key performance indicator, is a clean environment that doesn't trigger complaints from the staff or HR. Traditional brands have decades of laboratory backing and widespread perceived effectiveness. Okay, so this is bringing up the risk number 1. Risk number 2, supply chain and bulk procurement friction. Right, they may already have it in place. Why change at all? Okay, why would they even do that? And it take extra effort, especially if the savings are minimal, right? Or even what if it's more expensive? They may be a better corporate citizen of the world or the environment, but that doesn't mean that's enough for them to be able to put all the time and effort to make the changes there. Sunk cost in infrastructure. Most professional offices have already invested in specialized hardware. So I may think I have the greatest idea since sliced bread, but it's telling me there's a lot of barriers that I have to overcome. The labor cost of training, let alone that. How many people want to have to do that? How many are experiencing that right now as people are trying to figure out this operating system? So, and price sensitivity versus green premium. You heard me talk about that a moment ago, but here it is surfacing as one of the top 5. So that is what's known as the skeptical investor prompt. The skeptical investor prompt is what I just dropped in the chat for everybody there.